Well, hello again, everybody. We're going to start something brand new here on Texas Radio. Now that you've learned Morse code, we're going to start showing you how to use it. We're going to go step by step and show you how to begin by calling CQ and then to have QSOs with people wherever you want to. And I hope you enjoy it. So let's get into it.
Well, one of the first things that you want to do anytime you're going to call CQ, whether it's by voice or CW or any other way, you want to make sure the frequency is clear. You don't want to be butting in on somebody else's conversation or ruining their afternoon because you can't hear them, but they can certainly hear you. So you try to make sure. So you ask, is the frequency in use? You wonder maybe, how do you do that with CW? Well, it's real simple. There's a Q code, a Q signal, QRL. Are you busy? Are you in use? QRL question mark. Are you busy? So QRL at about 10 words a minute. Question mark. Always hit the question mark about twice. If you hear nothing, wait a couple minutes, try again. Wait and listen. Your best friend is to listen. Anytime you have a question about something, stop and listen. Usually, you'll find the answer. If you'll just listen for a couple minutes, you'll find your answer without having to bug anybody or break into a conversation. So give that a try, okay? So anyway, is the frequency busy? That's QRL. That's the first thing you're going to do. QRL question mark. Is the frequency busy? You find the place up here on your dial that you want to use, and then find out if the frequency is busy or not. This one's empty right here, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Made a mistake. But anybody that hears that will know what I'm calling, what I'm doing. Sometimes you will hear somebody you'll just hear her get on a frequency. You'll be floating around there. You'll just hear the question mark. Generally, that's what they're asking. Is anybody using this frequency? Okay. Usually they should use the Q signal, but they don't always. So if you do hear that, you can assume that frequency is in use 9 times out of 10. Only it's probably somebody, it's going to be more like, can't hardly do it that fast. Anyway, that's how you ask, is the frequency busy? Next, you want to call CQ. Okay, you've checked the frequency, now we're going to call CQ. I'm going to use the keyer on my radio here so we'll be in the exact speed. I'm trying to hold it here to about 10 words a minute, so that's what I was trying to do here with my own key, about 10 words a minute. But here is the keyer. See if you follow along what's going on here. But here's the keyer at 10 words a minute. CQ. This is W5 FIV 3 times. Repeat CQ. This is W5 FIV and SKCC. Then over. Okay. K is over. That is anybody listening. K, over. Anybody. Bueller. K. That's to anybody. If you were sending to a specific person, that's something different. But sending out to anybody, calling CQ, it's over. K. And I'm an SKCC member. That's Straight Key Century Club member, and I always include that in my call for CQ, because that way, if you hit another club member, you get the points for it. So anyway, I always include that in my call. But generally, calling CQ, all you do, CQ 3 times, this is, and your call sign 3 times, and then over, and then listen carefully. CQ, calling CQ. Add one more CQ at the end there, so if they're getting in, if they tuned into you late, they know what you're doing. And then you're over. So easy enough, right? CQ 3 times, your call letters 3 times. This is, and then your call letter 3 times, and then over. K for over. So CQ 3 times, your call letters 3 times, and over. It's real simple to call CQ. And then it's in threes. You do it 3 times each. So then you're likely to hear, if somebody's going to answer you, they're going to call back your call letters. They're going. And by the way, but one other thing I want to say before then, DE is not a D in 3 dits. It's not. It's not da did it it. It's da did. It's da did it dit. Not da did it it, but da did it dit. Right? It's anytime you hear that little phrase right there, that's a very recognizable rhythm pattern anywhere in the world. This is always DE. This is, because what is this? Yeah, it's B. Okay, all right, got it. Okay, so what you're going to hear coming back to you now should be somebody calling you back. The first thing they'll do, you always send who you're calling first. You never send your own call letters first. You send who you're calling, except in the case of calling CQ, because your letters are all you got. But somebody calling you back now, they'll call your letters. They'll call this way. This is, and then it's going to be whatever their call sign is. Could be any call sign. It's whatever their call sign is. They'll send you their call sign, and then they'll send you N and K. That means they're just calling you. They're not calling for anybody to answer. They're calling you. They're returning your call. NK. Right? Okay.
So that's how you call CQ. The next video, we'll go over actually having a conversation with somebody. We'll go over Q signals, pro signs, some of the etiquette you use in having the conversation. So I really appreciate you watching. And until next time, this is Jim, W5FIV.